So we've got Quail Hollow this week in Charlotte, and I was watching LIV actually yesterday on the TV because that's funny. Will, you said you can just watch the golf tournament instead of walking around if you want to. I enjoy going out to Quail Hollow if you can go out, because one of the reasons and this is what I would recommend it is you're going to sit down and you're going to watch some golf and go somewhere, is that they're pretty well manicured grounds all around at Quail Hollow. There's not any really bad spots. You go out to Pinehurst, it's black sand. Your feet and legs look like you're a caveman by the time when you go home. But at Quail Hollow, it's manicured, beautiful. I was telling Will, I like to find a nice little shady spot on one of the holes where you can watch everybody come by and just relax in the shade. And what they don't have, though, I would like a peach ice cream sandwich. I love peach ice cream. I like to test that out. But get some ice cream sitting aside with your kids and watch some golf. The kids
what a random thought in the middle of a thought.
Well, I was trying to think what they had at Charlotte to eat, and they don't have anything like special. The dogs and burgers were decent.
I mean, that's one of Augusta's staples is their Georgia peach ice cream sandwich, and it's really good.
Yeah, that's the master's special. That's what they need up here. It shouldn't be that hard to get. Tony's is right down the street. They got peach ice cream.
It's actually pretty good. It's only about 2,000 calories a sandwich.
Somebody needs to go get a couple of those.
If I could find a way to keep them from melting, I would do that. But I'm not. I can't get them without melting and getting them back to y'all.
Okay, so you can't smuggle a couple into a Yeti cooler in your locker or anything.
I don't have a locker.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, we don't know the details. Yeah. We're here to help.
I know.
We're trying to get the peach.
We're here to
ice cream sandwich.
We're here to get this scam going. We got it.
Can we do a Yeti? Can we get a Yeti cold enough to keep ice cream?
We've got. Listen, this needs a crack team.
We've got to do some thought. We have to put some thought into this.
Need a couple crackheads too, probably.
Oh, that's what you meant by
yes.
Team.
You always need one for this scheme.
That's all.
Go down to the head shop, find somebody. You don't have anybody to crack. You can go down the head shop, find somebody that thinks a little different. And we'll get our ice cream sandwiches up here.
That's the guy we need to ask about. What was the position you said every corporation needs to have?
Yeah, the check on this stuff.
We need to check on this
before you have to sit here and wonder if the parrot's a boy or a girl.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. They go to app, right?
So leading is Tom. That's not North Korean flag. I guess that's South Korea. Sung Jae Im.
Yep. Look who's tied for third with JT.
Which one? Alex Fitzpatrick? I don't know.
Kid didn't have his card.
I don't know if I know this.
This is Matthew Fitzpatrick's brother. 3 weeks ago, he did not have his tour card. They played the event in New Orleans, and he and his brother teamed up to win that, and it got him a 2-year exemption on the PGA Tour, and he is exempt into all of the remaining signature events this year. Kid's tied for third right now. I mean, he's playing. He was playing good golf on the DP on the European. What was the European Tour? Even before at the start of the year, but he's trending.
He's from England. He should have got back on the plane with the king and went back home.
with Charles.
North Korea had a golfer on the tour, but he finished second, so they killed him.
Got you.
Ouch.
Oh my Lord.
Ouch. Ricky Fowler shot 63 yesterday. He's tied with Rory.
They told him he couldn't miss the cut, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, just couldn't miss the cut, or you're dead, son.
Mm-hmm.
The first American is Justin Thomas, tied at third at 7 under. Then Lipsky is right behind him at 6 under, and then some Swedish folks, and then Ricky Fowler.
Are the big dogs playing? There's
Scotty is not there this week. Scotty played in Doral last week, and he said he's taking this week off. Next weekend's second major of the year, PGA Championships is at Aronimink in Pennsylvania.
So Rory's number 2 in the world now.
Correct. Yes.
Scotty's number 1.
Scotty's number 1. Matthew Fitzpatrick is here this week. He is the third ranked in the world.
Tommy Fleetwood cut his hair yet?
No.
Yeah. So that was not Switzerland or whatever I said. It was Denmark and Norway. I said Swedish. I was in the neighborhood. Is up there somewhere. Oberg's in 12. Where's he from?
Oberg is Sweden.
He's the Swedish.
Yes.
All right, there we go. There you go. So there's your top. Ricky Fowler's there at 8th right now.
I'm saying he shot 63 yesterday.
Cameron Young's up there.
Oh my gosh.
Ricky will probably shoot like 82
That's a cool
today
picture,
or
man.
something like that.
Yeah. That's a cool picture.
He's a super nice guy.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
So as far as this goes, Chip,
Mm-hmm.
Any favorites that you see right now? I mean, to be honest, for 2 days to play,
Mm-hmm.
Are we going back to 4 under? Or is it just 5 under guys right now to win?
I mean, it takes. I don't see Tommy coming back. And Sanjay plays good golf too. I mean, he shot 64 the first round. I don't see them coming back a whole lot, if any. So, I mean, you're looking at, I think, 10, 12 under winning. So, I mean, you're going to have to, I'd say 4 under, maybe. I don't.
This course you can really score on this course.
And this they talked about this last year. One guy made it when it was the PGA was they were hosting the PGA last year, and some guys like, this is a cookie cutter course. This, and we call 16, 17, and 18 the green mile. The finishing holes on this course are severely underrated, I think. You've got a drivable par 4 on 14. You've got an incredibly difficult uphill par 5 for 15. 16's a long downhill par 4 that you have water back behind the green. 17's
I'll say on 16, I've sat there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gets close on 16 on their second shots hardly.
Right, because they're scared. I mean,
it's
the water comes in play on the left, comes in behind the green.
Bunkers. It's a long green, and anytime it's been in the back, wherever it's been, everyone plays the front of that green.
Yeah.
They don't go nothing to the back.
You take the back half of the green off. You're exactly right, Kevin. And generally especially when you get out from the tee, there's trees around the tee box. When you get in the fairway and get towards the lake, that's exposed, and when that wind starts picking up, it messes with their yardage selection.
And then at 16, if you hit anything other, 17, if you hit anything of the middle of the green back, see ya, boys.
Yes.
It's going off the back. And I watched that specifically last year. During the Players, it was the Players Championship, right?
PGA.
The PGA Championship.
Yeah.
My son and I sat on the back side of that green because they let all the rich folks sit on the. They blocked the whole. I remember me saying this. They blocked the whole hole off last year.
They did it this year.
This year's public.
So, there's portions of it that are closed off, but then they also have public seating available. But there's nowhere you can sit. It's all stands now.
That's better than what it was.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
It's better than what it was. It used to be the grass only for us peasants, and then the hotty totty folks. It was like half and half. The peasants in the grass.
MJ, LT, and Randy Moss all up in that.
And Belichick and his girlfriend behind you in their seats. And so the PGA Championship, they got there was like, we are not having peasants near our people at all. You're not coming near our folks. So they cut off that whole hole. You could not watch that hole.
Unless you were
Unless
sitting.
from 100 yards out over the water.
They do have.
It was insane. I've never seen a hole get blocked off from the public.
They do have public seating now this year on the stands over the very front of the grandstand. It's not covered, so as long as it's not raining, you're fine.
Now that's what the PGA did wrong. What they did right was all you could eat food.
Yes.
It was
a great deal.
Just go get food anytime you want. You pay whatever it is, and
it's part of your ticket basically.
You eat all the burgers and dogs and they were actually pretty good, so I give them credit for that. They didn't have the peach ice cream, but I had to complain about that. So I do highly recommend going over to Quail Hollow for the folks that are listening and thinking about getting a ticket.
It's a pretty course.
The kids are free. It is. People don't know that. To go to golf, you'll look at the ticket and whatever the ticket price is, but it's $90. Well, if you could take a kid,
it's one kid per ticket.
It's way worth it.
One kid per adult ticket. It can get in free, 15 and under.
So there you go.
I was going to ask what was the restrictions on that, because I know they're going to stop it at somewhere.
Yeah,
15 and under.
One kid. I think it's 15 and under.
All right, you got a pick out of that field there.
I'll be honest with you. If his putter stays good, I like Tommy. I think he's put himself in good position, and that would be he won the Tour Championship last year to kind of break his drought, never winning on the PGA Tour. So he's got that monkey off his back.
Is Rory the only one in that group of 5 under that's won at Quail?
I think Ricky's won at Quail.
Has he really?
Now it's been many moons ago, but I think Ricky won at Quail. He actually beat Rory in a playoff there.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our golf news and notes. I don't think
PGA's next weekend. Yeah.
I'm not sure I got any fun tweets for golf. I might have to check just in case.
Oh, by the way, my laptop is shut down. I cannot investigate anything. It won't come on.
Though you didn't hit the power button, or the power button ain't plugged into it.
It ain't.
I'll look at it in a minute. All right. So here's a weird thing. We talked about this the LIV. I watched that actually yesterday. A little bit of that. It just if you like. What's weird is that if you like golf, then why would you be against it? Because you get to watch golf, and they wasn't showing Quail Hollow on my regular channel yesterday.
Right.
Like I've got a local TV, and they're showing LIV and not Quail Hollow. Will. If I don't have cable or whatever, and I've got regular TV, got my antennae over here,
And Kenny.
I got my aluminum foil tied to it, and I'm trying to watch Quail Hollow.
You ain't got that kind of antenna no more.
That antennae picked up the Saudi Arabian golf league and not the Charlotte golf tournament down the street.
He's got a terrorist antennae.
Tell me I don't have a point with that shit. Tell me I don't have a point with that. Like, you get to watch the Panthers when they're local.
No, that's a,
Why can't
okay.
Why can't I watch the golf?
It may be Saudi Arabian run, but it's
Not much longer.
I know that. I'm just saying.
You just want
like,
to put Saudi Arabia out there, like,
because here's what, they're not going to be funded, but they're talking about someone else will. And the question is, Chip, let's say, I don't know, let's say Jeff Bezos decides to fund it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that change the tone of people, or are they going to be, oh well, we was lying all the time, we just didn't like competition? Because their excuse was, it's the Saudis is the reason we don't like them, a lot of them. When I think the whole time they were mad because...
Why would they be mad at the Saudis?
Well...
The sports washing and the human rights issues.
That's what some folks were saying.
That was some of the early...
That's
early
their
on.
excuses for not liking the league. My thing is they just don't like it because, again, the PGA, like college sports, the PGA's and the players are making this much. Was it Moynihan's making more than like almost everyone on the PGA Tour by himself? Ain't they the head of the PGA?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much what his salary was.
So like, it's insane. So basically, they're mad that LIV is like, you can pay these guys more, and LIV paid the guys more because you can, and then the PGA
You can, but it wasn't a profitable business venture
yet. Again,
yet.
but they. Again, Chip, businesses run.
You got PGA lock and stock over here, and you got LIV defending it over there.
I'm saying everybody makes the money they can, just like college sports. The thing about the LIV thing is like any business though, Chip. Most businesses don't make money first few years, and they were like, we're going to put this money in, and and they did everything up front. And there's a war right now. Is the reason that they're pulling out. But what I'm saying is that whether it was their money, Chinese money, Canadian money, whoever's money it was, and like some of the folks were upset it was Saudi Arabian money. My question is now, if it's an American's money or King Charles's money, whoever's money it is besides these folks, are they still going to be all the whining and complaining and the fussing about the LIV tour, or was it just like what I'm saying? They're talking out both sides of their heads with this.
I understand your point.
And this is what, and again, they're talking about, Jimmy Roberts says they should go to Q school. Alan Shipnick says we should torture them. Jason Sobel says public flogging. These are for the golfers that went over there and got paid more money. So again, what league, does Major League Baseball do this? If I go over to play in Japan, they say, when you come back, we're going to flog you. We're going to torture you. We're going to send you to Q school, send you back to the minors. Like, so that's my question is, if this does continue, are they going to still be the way they are?
I think you're
LIV?
No, the PGA. The PGA people are still going to be as pissy as it. Like, why does Alan Shitnick want to torture Bryson DeChambeau? Because think about this. All this is over old man's feelings.
True.
Correct?
This is true.
This old man is upset
This is true.
that Bryson DeChambeau isn't playing Quail Hollow this week. That's what he's upset about. And this old man sits at home and he goes on TV and he complains and whines about it. This is like the college football players complaining about the football players getting money and these grown people on the internet. Like, this has ruined this. But, like, why does this guy care that Bryson DeChambeau, why does it affect him is what I'm saying. Why does it affect Jimmy? Is somebody ringing that? Is that you?
What is
That,
it?
this,
Okay. We have a bell down the hall.
I was like, what in the world is that?
But why are these guys
the
so
Bears
mad
ring
about
with
something that doesn't affect them? Bryson DeChambeau not playing the PGA Tour has no effect on Jimmy Roberts.
I think it's a little more nuanced than that. That's because you want to see. I tell you who the tournaments that have benefited the most from this whole war or the past few years have been the four majors, because it's the one area. Those are the four places where the best players have been able to get together since this happened. And I think that's really become the crux of the – I agree with you. The PGA Tour started out saying that this was a moral issue to begin with, but that went out the window the minute that you saw Jay Moynihan sitting in a television interview with the chairman of the Saudi Public Investment Fund. It's like, well, you can't really say that argument. That was a shock to everybody. I think it was a shock to the players. I think a lot of them felt, including Rory, who had been willing to be the face of the face and voice of the PGA Tour at the time, he felt betrayed to an extent. And at that point, he's like, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to take care of and do what I need to do. I think the argument, and you've noticed them say, and this is where the nuance comes in, where these guys are not wanting to go to be upset with the players per se for doing what was best for their families. You make that if you want to get that, make that money. Make the money. Harold Varner had one of the most eloquent responses to it. He said, "This was life-changing money for my family." Mm-hmm. And you know, I'm from Gastonia, North Carolina. This is I'd never seen this kind of money before, and I completely get that. The flip side of that, the two arguments that I did like were made by Scotty Scheffler and by Will Zalatoris. Scotty made a point. He said, "Look," and we've talked about this before on the show. He said, "Look, I've already made more money hitting a little white golf ball, a little ball around a field of grass than I ever thought I would when I was a kid." He says, "At a certain point, you know, money's money, and I'm doing well and I'm comfortable." Will Zalatoris said something that this is where a traditionalist person like me really appreciated. He said, "I want to yes, the majors are most important. I still want to play Jack's tournament. I still want to play Arnold's tournament. I still want to play the Players Championship." That is what the tour, I feel like, should have leaned into that they didn't do as much. Is there's history in these events, even if they're not majors. There's history in these events and tradition that LIV has cannot compare to. They have no events that they can throw at the PGA Tour and say, well, this is just as traditional.
So all right, so and 100%. So what you just said, and I'm gonna see the 5 words or 3 words. I forgot how to count really. The most important things I think that you said was, I still want, or I want. And it ain't what Chip wants. Mm-hmm. It ain't what Jimmy Roberts wants.
Yeah.
What does Bryson want?
Yeah.
And if I don't care about, and that's kids today, it could be another sport. I don't care about wearing a Yankees uniform. I want to get paid $100 million. I'll be a Colorado Rocky and lose all day. Mm-hmm. That's a different mindset. Like these guys, what I mean is that whether it's you or Jimmy or whatever, just because the memorial is important to you.
Yeah.
Just because a college football bowl game is important to you does not mean it's important to the players or athletes at all. And Bryson DeChambeau might not care.
But there's got to be
those.
And yes, and they have a right to an extent.
And he damn sure don't care to Jimmy Roberts.
Right.
That's true.
But there also should be an appreciation for the people who came before you that gave you this, that built this. That's where I say, especially Jack's tournament, Arnold's tournament, the Byron Nelson, those, and Colonial and Riviera that are known as Hogan's Alleys. There should be some type of appreciation for the guys who built the. I mean, there was no PGA. The PGA of America and the PGA Tour used to be an entity, and back in the day, Arnold and Jack said, you know, we don't think you're giving the players a good enough piece of the pie. Similar argument to what was going on, and so they, along with the forgotten name Dow Fisterwall that nobody remembers, they helped create the PGA Tour to make sure the players got an appropriate cut.
So, Tom, like I was saying with the teachers, like I think you're barking up the wrong trees, and the people are getting mad at the wrong people. Scotty Scheffler made $19 million last year.
Yep. Just on the course.
Ask me how much Jay Moynihan made last year.
Right.
Are y'all ready? Total compensation for 2025 for Jay Moynihan, $19 million. Yeah. So you can be the best golfer of a generation, Tom, or you can make the score sheet. I know he does more than that. He's the Q Tucker of the PGA Tour.
No, well, not anymore. And this is
he is. But what I'm saying is, like, again, real quick.
Yeah.
Whatever you golfers can get mad at and say, I'm mad at the Saudi guy for paying that, but my boss is the one underpaying me.
Yeah.
Like, if Jay wants him to play the Memorial, pay him to play the Memorial, like the Saudis pay him.
But this is not and this is what you're seeing. That paying the players that amount of money is not sustainable. And
Not him making $19 million. He's going to have to come in his pocket.
but there's a difference in $300 million.
Tom, the administrators need to take a cut.
And
Don't get me started.
well,
I mean, just not.
not that there's. I see your point about that. Also, I would say Moynihan's replacement, Brian Rolap, is not the guy you want to mess with on this because Rolap's he is going to appreciate. He said, "He's like, I don't care what tour you were on previously. If you're going to help make our product better, you were open to finding ways for you to come back."
That's true.
But
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
that's something you teach in economics. What is
Yeah.
a worker worth?
Yes.
Worker worth is what he produces.
Yes.
Right.
What does Scotty Scheffler produces, and what is this jackwagon Q Tucker
Right.
of PGA golf producing?
Right.
So I mean, it's like we don't.
This Q just taking strays everywhere.
What do you produce, man?
The two-
And that's what I want to like.
Yeah.
You want to talk about? I guess I'm getting ready to retire, so I can talk about that. But it's just like.
Oh, just 3 more weeks, guys. Just 3 more weeks.
All I'm saying is, any worker, what is the value of your production?
Yeah.
I mean that is just a fundamental question. I don't care whether you're public, private, whatever. What is the value of your production?
And that's what Brian Rolap's
And-
saying right now because he's
and-
saying
Yeah.
right now his priorities. Brooks Koepka came back. Patrick Reed's playing good golf. He came back. His 2 priorities right now in LIV are John Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau.
Look, I
That's-
get that's what people want, and they want the best golfers together, and that's fine.
But
you can't hate them. You shouldn't hate these people and want to flog them because they took a better contract.
Heck no, I go make that little bit of money. Why I can?
Real
if
quick-
you saying it's not sustainable,
Real quick
I
about
go
it-
make
real
all
quick-
that money I can. Why I can? And when it get unsustainable anymore, I'm gonna move on and come back.
About administration, 50 colleges this week cut an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Wichita State cutting tennis. Like that affects our world tennis program, right? Who cares? My point is, ain't none of them fired the president of the school. Ain't none of them fired the athletic director.
Right.
They will cut a program before an administrator will get fired any day of the week.
Right.
Any day of the week. So that's the issue that I think the Bryson and them had. Obviously, there's a gap between what everybody's worth, and
Right.
they've got to figure that out.
Right.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't. LIV might just go nowhere with no funding, like you said, but
I think
DeChambeau said he'd rather just play. I think DP or other tour.
He
and
might
then
just do his YouTube.
That's
He
what
might
he said.
just-
He said
yeah.
he just wants to do YouTube.
I think Rory said one quote he said this week, earlier in the week, make a good point. He said, when you've got one of the largest public investment funds in the world that can take a financial hit and keep on going, and they don't think this is a sound investment, that's where they're going to have trouble. Who are they going to find that's going to be willing to put money into it, knowing they're not going to get a return on investment for the foreseeable future?
Listen, if they can survive for 2.5 years, it's going to be the Trump golf tour. Watch it. 2 years if they can survive.
That's what he.
They just need to get along for 2.5 years.
See what he said.
And he'll buy it.
And how'd that work with the USFL?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So get bought. You quit worrying about other people's money, Chip. You worry about the Saudis' money. They don't care about their money. It ain't.
They do.
The business.
That's why they're getting out. They do. Eventually, we put $5 billion into this and have lost $200 million a year.
They had to buy a couple bombs this week.
They put $5 billion into this since
buy a
2022.
couple anchors this week.
They need to buy some small boats.
All right, when we come,
Yeah, for sure.
when we come back, we're going to talk the Patriots' new logo and more.
Oh,
NFL,
my Lord.
KTCBroadcasting.com.
Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Talk Show, live Saturday mornings 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 a.m. and the KTC Broadcasting YouTube and Facebook pages.